My name is Chris Cooper, and this is the state of the fitness industry. Gym Lead Machine gave us some amazing marketing data to help you plan your marketing. First, the average gym owner reported about 8 new members a month, which is great. Unfortunately, the average gym owner also lost about 8 members a month, which means that if their retention was good, 8 new members a month would be amazing. The average gym is booking 67% of all website leads for a free intro. Now, again, this is Gym Lead Machine. These guys are a great partner. This company was built to convert people from looking at your website to booking a call. That's what the websites are built to do. That's what a website should do. A website is not a brochure. It is not a poster. It is not a piece of art. Its job is to take people who might be interested and get them to book a free consultation with you, period. Because the average gym is closing about 63% of leads who book a free intro. Now, that number should go up, and it probably will when gyms reopen. But the bottom line is, number one, you have to track how many people who go to your website book a no sweat intro. If it's less than 67%, then you need to fix your website. 67% is groundbreaking, world record shattering. It's great, but you should be way over 50%. And also, if you're closing 63% of leads who book a free intro, then you should work to improve that number. Okay. The average gym website gets about 500 new visitors and 92 returning visitors every month. Traffic is down about 13% from its pre-COVID average. May was the worst month. The gym website traffic is actually coming a little back up by a bit right now. And it had already bounced back about 19% from COVID lows at the time of this report. The average visitor to your site looks at about 2 pages. So you have to make sure that you're making the most of every page and eliminate unnecessary pages that don't add value. You know, my previous website had like 30 different pages on it, staff bios, the gym story, things that people don't care about. You do way better with fewer pages that are high quality and convince people to take the next step, which is get on a call or do a free consult with you. 71% of traffic is now coming from mobile phones and tablets. So your website has to be mobile and tablet friendly. If it's not, you're losing money on it every single month. Now, Arbox did a really recent publication with Deloitte. So these statistics have been audited by Deloitte and published publicly. Arbox reported a 26.4% total revenue drop for clients between March and April alone. In the same period, 5.5% of all gym members in the system canceled their memberships outright, and many others placed their membership on holds. And then it got worse in May. Membership cancellations increased to over 20% between April and May, as people lost sight of the end of this thing. Gyms who were able to close down, reopen, and then close down again had a much higher retention than gyms that just stayed closed because members couldn't see the end of the tunnel anymore. So Arbox also reported that usage of Israeli gyms' online offerings went from 2% to 38% during the first COVID shutdown, and then 15% after the first shutdown. So what happened was that most gyms didn't have an online offering. Then 38% of their clients took advantage of an online offering. And then 19% or half of the clients remained online even when the gym reopened. So either they kept part of their membership online or they just stayed online. Really, really interesting. And that's some great data from Arbox. Aguard, formerly called Affiliate Guard, reported that 5.5% of CrossFit gyms went out of business during the lockdown between mid-March and July. In September, Yelp reported that 2,600 US fitness businesses had closed since March, which is about 6.5% of all gyms. Agar's figure indicates that microgyms might be more resilient than the broader industry. And I've been saying this now for months, that there's never been a better time to own a microgym that's not a franchise, because you can pivot. You are flexible, and that makes you anti-fragile. You don't have to wait for the head office to tell you what to do. You're not just selling access, you're selling coaching, and your gym is a tool. But online coaching is also a tool, and you can still coach people without a physical location. Rigquipment gave us some really interesting data. First, People are starting to make their payments again. People in April asked to defer their payments. They were worried about their cash flow. They were holding on to their money, and that's improved 84%, which means people are back to making their loan payments again, which is great. On the downside, 5% of gyms went out of business between April and October, which is 5 times higher than normal. And that figure is supported also by Arbox and Aguard. But here's the silver lining. Applications for financing to buy out an existing gym are up 40%. And that means that more successful gyms are taking over the failing gyms, which is a huge win for everybody because it means that the clients get better service, the coaches get better jobs, and the failing owner is bailed out. So interestingly, though, Rigquipment also reports that used equipment prices increased about 22% over historical levels. I've got a cousin in the fitness equipment sales space, and he told me that they're even selling the dumbbells that they used to use to prop the door open. Not at full retail, but people want it even if it's broken right now.